should you hang out with like more successful people, with people that made it in life, or should you stick around and you'll lose a friend? That's a question I've seen on TikTok, especially these days, and that's something I don't know if you guys know Togi, but he talked about it in a like very transparent way, and I really agree with what he said. It's like you can hang around successful people. I actually highly recommend you do, and I would advise you that you do so. But does that mean you get to like leave your loser friends, which are basically your childhood friend who's been there since fucking day one, in the dust? Well, you probably won't. Like a lot of my friends actually, they're not that productive. They're not doing that much with their life. But every time I hang around them, I feel like home. I feel great. I love being around them, and maybe we drink too much when we're together. Maybe we do some stupid shit. Maybe their interests are pretty dumb, and maybe what they're doing with their life is not that crazy. But at the end of the day, they've been with me for years. I know them for years, and these guys, when it was hard for me, they were always there when I called them at 2 a.m. because I had a hard time and I wanted to go out because I needed to change my mind. So that's what you need to think about. Because these successful people that you know, there's a reason they're successful. It's because they probably won't care about other people's problem as much as theirs problem, right? They will never make you like on top of the pyramid just because you exist, right? You need to deserve it. So maybe you will learn a lot of shit from them. And that, as I said, you should hang around people like this. You should hang around successful people. And even if your friend, your childhood friend, are successful, keep hanging around them for sure, because that's some connection that you need. These are the people you're gonna call when you're gonna make a shit ton of money. You will need to buy a house. That's the people you will call when you will need to buy a car. That's the people you will call if you need a lawyer or if you need the best doctor ever for someone. But these are not the people you will call when it's 3 a.m. and you're feeling like shit and you're thinking about killing yourself. Because it might not happen to you, and actually, I hope that if you watch that, it might not happen to you. But actually, mental health is a big thing. And a lot of you guys will probably end up being depressed at some point. And the people that will be here at that point, probably your family and probably this childhood friend that you have. And if you don't have them, if you don't hang around them anymore, it's probably for a reason. Every people that are not in your life anymore, it's for a reason. Like if you know someone at some point and you get to be friends and then you just stop talking and you say this friend I used to have, you guys were never really friends. Okay? Because for me, friends is something you keep for life. Friends are like family. And as soon as you met them, you might grow a bit apart, but you will still like give news. And if you see each other, it will still be the same. I haven't seen my best friend from 3 months. Actually, I just came back from his place like a few hours ago. And it was still the same. It was like I never left. Because that guy's my best friend. And even if right now his situation is pretty shitty, I know that he will never leave. I know that I still be here by his side every time. And even if I'm the other side of the fucking world because I'm traveling all the time, if he calls me at 6 fucking a.m. and he wakes me up, I answer the call. Even if I'm in the fucking hostel dorm, I will walk out and answer the call and do as much as I can so he feeling better, right? And that's the friend you need to hang around. And that's also the friends you should try to and influence, like have a positive influence of them. Like when I'm hanging around with my friends and they see the crazy shit that I do, actually one of my friends, I motivated him a lot to work, and right now it's saved up like 15K and he's gonna travel across Asia for a few months. And actually I'm gonna join him at some point. So I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud to have him in my life. And that guy is a fucking nice guy. But every time we hang around together, we're not doing some crazy shit. We're just cooking some fucking crepes, probably drinking some beers or some vodka, whatever. And that's not a good thing, right? He's not a guy I'm gonna work on a business with. But at the end of the day, if I hang around with him, I'm gonna have such a great time. I'm gonna love my ass off. And that's the people you need to look for in your life. Because of course, there's the people they're in your career, like your colleagues, whatever, coworkers, the people that are like your boss, people having businesses and shit. Like I call that networking. But you have to difference like networking and friends, because they're definitely not the same. And you can use your friend kind of like a network, because even if your friends are, I would say loser. I don't even like that word, but they're not accomplishing anything crazy in their life. Maybe their parents know someone. Maybe they know someone. If you need something, if you need a service, because I think that's how life works for me. It's I know someone that knows someone that knows someone, and then that's it. Like one of my friend is a watch dealer. Like one of my very good friend actually, is called Max. So Max is a watch dealer. Okay, he's very successful actually. He's there. Like I'm here. He's definitely here. He's making good amount of money. He knows a lot of people. He dressed very well. He takes good care of himself. Everything good. He's a nice person. He has a lot of culture. He has a very good way of speaking. He's a great guy. Okay, he's a cool guy. We always love. We always have fun together. But that guy, he would be my friend whether he would be there or there. And when I knew him, it was we were basically at the same place. I might even be higher than him at this point. And that's a real friend. But this friend, I have a lot of things to learn from him. I have a lot of things in common with him as well. And I have a lot of things that he does better than me. And I know that if I need to know someone, like, for example, I don't know, I want to get to all the way up to a CEO or whatever, CEO of any company, that's the guy I will hit up. And he's still one of my friends. So what you should really be looking for is to make your loser friend as successful as you, even more successful than you. Because if you're getting jealous of your friend, then you're probably a miserable piece of shit. Because if my friends are way more successful than I am, if they're making fucking billions and I'm still fucking broke, but at the end of the day, if I call them and I'm like, you want to grab some pizza? And we grab pizza together, and of course they might pay because they have million, but even if they don't, even if they ask me to split, I don't give a shit, because at the end of the day, that guy is still making time for me. And I can still, like, enjoy my time with that guy. So you should be fucking praying every fucking day for your friend to actually do better than you in life. I feel like I would actually be proud of anyone around me, like any of my friends, doing great in life. Because that's what I want. Like, seeing my friends succeed. Because when I think about it, right? Giving to people actually always made me more happy than receiving. Because every time I receive something, I kind of feel guilty. I'm like, shit, that guy paid for me, that guy did that for me, did that for me. But when I give, I'm like, shit, I'm the provider, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling masculine. I'm feeling like I'm in my strength role, I'm like doing something great. So you should always pray that you can provide, you can influence everyone around you positively, and you can help other people. Because that's something you realize later on, but I think giving makes you way more happy than receiving. Because even if it's giving money, even if it's paying for dinner, you're going to see the smiles, people are going to be grateful for you. And I think being grateful is one of the most beautiful things. When you have people around you being grateful for you, I think, especially when you're like a dad, if you're a dad and your kids, your wife is grateful for you, for what you're doing, that's probably even more important than love. Having people feeling grateful for you, being grateful for everything that happens in your life and everything that you can do in your life, for me, I mean, that's my goal. I want as much people around me to be grateful for me, like for having me, and for the things that I do for them. And I want to be grateful for the things that other people do for me, and even for the thing I can provide for myself. So at the end of the day, what you should really be looking for, okay, is just hang around great people. And when I say great people, it's not because of what they did or what they are. It's because when you're around these people, you're feeling good. You're not feeling judged. You're not feeling like you have to pretend that you're somebody, that you have to wear a mask. But the people around you, that, like, you can be yourself. You can joke about whatever. They're not gonna make fun of you for some random shit that you're doing. And even and people that if you succeed, they will be proud of you. Then you can fucking have a blast if you just have like a bottle of beer and just made some crepes. For me, that's the, like, I remember I was with my friends. It was just a little night, just a random chill night, and we just had like a pack of cards and some fucking snacks, and we are the happiest people on earth because we were together and we had a great time. We kept laughing the whole night. And my friend had a like kind of like a crash out about a girl. It was like 2 a.m. and we all listened to him. And we're boys, so of course we gave him solution. We didn't just listen. But I think that's how you recognize great friends, because at the end of the night, I wasn't mad at him for having a crash out for an hour about a girl. Actually, I think it made the night even more fun, because then I could like give him some advice, because that's something I had experience with. So yeah, always strive to be a great human being. Always strive to help others, because I feel that if your reason to be successful, if your reason to live your life is more than just yourself, and you're not a selfish piece of shit, you're probably gonna be more happy at the end of the day. But maybe that's just me. But that I'm just saying, this channel is my podcast, so I can pretty much say whatever I want. Maybe you don't agree with me, maybe you agree with me. At the end of the day, I'm just doing that for myself because I enjoy it. So you do whatever. But I would say that's some advice that I've learned, not the hard way actually, just realize it. Yeah. So thank you guys for listening. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go check my Instagram. It's in the bio. And I'll see you guys in the next video.